Station 11 premiering on HBO this past week, dropping 3 episodes. We're just going to be talking about the first two. Um, I've seen a lot of talk about Station 11 being a show that could hit too close to home given the times that we're
Mm,
still living in. Shout out or not shout out to the Omicron variant,
indeed.
but um, something about this show is still really captivating
Mm,
and fun to watch. I'd say and interesting to watch. Something that you want to sit with. Um, Obviously, it's I'm gonna say obviously, but people that don't know, it's based off the Emily St. John Mandel book of the same name, Station 11 from 2014, starring Mackenzie Davis, Himesh Patel,
mm.
a couple other people that you might recognize in
Yeah,
it. But
Garcia Bernal's in there.
yes, thank you. That's the name I was looking for. Um, David, first 2 episodes under your belt. You enjoying Station 11 so far?
Yeah, I think Station 11 is really great, and be thankful that Omicron isn't the Station 11 variant, because in the world of Station 11, like 90% of the population dies from a flu pandemic. Obviously, very unfortunate timing that what was it, Paramount and HBO Max decided to make a Station 11 adaptation. This was decided before the pandemic started. They had commenced production before pausing it due to the pandemic. So just a lot of unfortunate timing. However, because you have Patrick Somerville at the helm as showrunner, there's just a lot of tact and craft with the storytelling here. Patrick Somerville, of course, Leftovers writer, goes on to make Maniac and Made for Love on HBO Max earlier this year. There's a lot of Leftovers DNA in Station 11 in a good way, where you have really compelling characters handling really tough, difficult, pseudo dystopian, not even pseudo dystopian circumstances. Yet it's still really compelling and not like sad. We'll ignore Leftover season 1, 2, and 3, right? Where, yeah, shit's not fun, but the characters are still finding a way to, you know, handle their emotions and move forward. And this is really compelling stuff for me. I think the first episode does a really good job of setting that table with this world basically on like day one of the flu taking over. And then what the show is going to do through its 10 episode run is jump back and forth non-linearly, right? Episode 2, we're I believe 20 years in the future. Mackenzie Davis now playing the adult character, adult Kirsten. We had met young Kirsten episode 1, and I kind of like that framing device of where with this traveling symphony performing
Yeah,
Shakespeare,
group.
yeah, around the Chicago area to various pockets of civilization that still exist, keeping art alive and entertaining people with what what once was. I find it all really compelling.
The first episode might be one of the best episodes of TV of the year. Honestly, it's just super compelling, and anytime you get that like dystopian, like there's something that's bringing civilization to its knees, and people have to respond and find shelter and safety, and people are responding in different ways. It always adds like that tension. But they did this with such tact. I think Himesh Patel gives a really great performance in that
Yeah,
first episode as Jeevan, just
yeah,
trying to uh, like hold it together while the world around him is falling apart. He's one of the few people that knows like kind of what's going on because his sister shared some inside information from the hospital she was working at.
right.
And then you have the little girl, little Kirsten with her or with him, I should say,
Yeah,
um, that he's trying to like protect from all this until he's like, the world's coming to an end. I had to lie to you, but yeah, we're fucked, like basically. And it's just super captivating seeing him go to the grocery store and the interaction with the cashier
you
there,
should go
or
home.
yeah, or then they see that car that crashed and the guy coughing in it, and he's like, "Don't open your door," like just the whole
The plane.
thing of it. Yeah, oh my god, the plane is an unbelievable ending to that episode. And, it's like you said, it's really captivating stuff, and the jumping back and forth I really love seeing and knowing that one Kirsten makes it through, but also that um, seeing her grow up to be Mackenzie Davis, who we stand on this pod, and uh, yeah, I think there's a mystery element to all of this. Jumping around and trying to, I think, make sense of um, like who is this person that just kind of shows up to the troop and Mackenzie Davis is, concerned about and attempts to murder and then is wheeled away at the end of the second episode.
Right.
Um, I'm really looking forward to the last 7 episodes. Obviously the first 3 dropped. We're going to be getting them weekly from here on out. Or actually, no, I think there's 2 coming out every week.
And it's going to be 3, 2, 2, 1. So the finale is its own week.
So we
Right.
have another 4 weeks or so.
Yeah, early January it drops up. Considering exactly half of the 10 episodes premiere on December 30th or after, I am considering this a 2022 show for list purposes, and that's not just because I already made my top 10 list.
Which that episode will be coming out shortly, so stay tuned. The first episode was directed by Hiro Murai, Dave,
Yeah, he has
which
a
I think,
few others I believe coming up.
yeah, and he also directed the third one, which is really good, but we're not going to be
Now you
discussing.
can talk. You should talk about the third one. Third one's supposed to be really good. Let it
Yeah,
fly.
I was able to watch the third one, and it's really just amazing to see the way it jumps around and tells the story of hold on, I'm sorry, I'm looking for her name. I believe it's Philippine
It's
Velgi.
the author of like the Station 11 text in the story, right? Which is
Yeah,
about
um,
the like an astronaut up in space on a space station watching the world die.
yeah, and she's her relationship with Gail Garcia Bernal, who
Right.
I think you see them quickly in the premiere for a short period of time, but how they had a relationship and you know kind of rose to fame based on this text, and then the relationship comes raveling apart, and then it shows her on the day of all this happening, and she's teamed up with Jonah from Veep,
Mm.
Timothy Simons,
Simons. Yeah.
and they have a good rapport back and forth. But they're like doing this pitch to this Asian company, and just kind of like the way that they approach the pitch, because it's all happening as they're aware that the world is falling apart, and she's she's grappling with the loss of Arthur, the who you see die at the very beginning of the episode, who was the person that she loved. It's just really, really captivating and well done, and it's this like in one sense it's a bottle episode of this relationship, but also I think just on a grander scale, it shows that this story is going to be ambitious and exploring all different aspects of this reckoning that society is having, and it's really, really cool stuff. So I highly recommend this show so far. I'm interested to see where it wraps up, because
Yeah.
I think there's so much to dig into. Like I said, they're looking at all these different people and their relationships and how everybody's handling things.
Yeah. Across the
And
timeline.
right, and then there's this like mystery of who this person is that Mackenzie Davis is so worried about, and it feels like it could go in a lot of different directions. So definitely something I'm tuned into.
Right.
You're enjoying it a lot though, so
Oh yeah.
we'll be
I
talking
mean,
about it.
like the leftovers. Definitely interested to see just cults in post-apocalyptic settings. Always good material.
Always good material.